Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Getting ready to go downtown. We got a whole lot to do today. I mean, a whole lot to do today. Got to get all my camera equipment, everything put together, and be support for the videographers as well as the people that do it on social media and everything else. And as you guys know, I am the in case shit happens guy. Excuse my language, but I'm there in case shit happens and I can take care of it. You know, kind of like the fixer, I guess you would say, Mr. Wolf in Pulp Fiction. You know, great movie if you haven't seen it. But Jerry Jones had an extremely long press conference here at the Super Bowl and talking about pretty much everything from Tony Romo and his mind to as well as what kind of rolls to eat at a restaurant. But the interesting thing is, you know, you think that the season's over for the Cowboys. Nothing is ever over for the Cowboys. There's always controversy, always things going on behind the scenes and so on. And we're still figuring out who the heck is going to be our offensive coordinator. Now, Jerry Jones has been very elusive about a lot of things. In fact, let's kind of, I'm not high techy here. I'm not in my man cave and all that, but I was just listening to this morning when he's talking about.
Hired Kidna, but Kellen Moore is still part of the staff too, and so
Yes, there's a lot of great possibilities here, and all of these guys are so highly thought of. And Kellen is very unique to be as young as he is, fresh off of playing. He's really made quite a splash and quite an impression. Uh, and Certainly some of the more veteran staff members. Niesmeyer was one that would come to mind, or certainly available to look and see how we can get better. And that's what we're into here. But again, I'm putting a big emphasis with my comments now on that we made most of the significant changes that we're talking about here. We made them last year. And it impacted us on defense, the changes we made there on defense with the advent of Richard. And we did some things that I think worked out really well. I don't want to miss Colombo and what has evolved. And of course, within the calendar year, we've had those changes within the offensive line, which are unique too. So I feel real good. I don't feel in a hurry about anything.
Could Jason Garrett take
So,
more of an offensive coordinator, play caller role as well?
so basically, what Jerry's telling you is we don't really know what the heck we're doing. You know, I always tell you, Jerry Jones is kind of like over here, you know, basically getting everybody's attention, but the real stuff is actually happening over here with Stephen Jones. So pay attention to what Stephen Jones says because Stephen Jones talks very little. And like I say, he's like E.F. Hutton. When Stephen Jones talks, you need to listen. But I still believe that the Cowboys have not completely settled yet on Kellen Moore as being the offensive coordinator. It's pointing in that direction and so forth. But it sounds like if they do make him the offensive coordinator, it will be offensive coordinator with training wheels on it. You're going to have Jason Garrett and Nessmeyer and all these different guys that are going to be working on play calling. So it'll be play calling by committee. Now, the one thing I can say is I'm actually kind of amazed because you guys have seen the clips I put out there where you have Dak Prescott sitting by Kellen Moore on the sidelines, and it's like Dak has got that blank stare out there, and Kellen Moore just looks like, okay, I'm happy I got a job. And maybe that's the interaction because we have Scott Linehan up basically running everything. But Dak Prescott believes in Kellen Moore and is really on the bandwagon for having him become offensive coordinator. And you never know. You look at Sean McVay, who is 33 years old right now, who was an offensive coordinator for the Redskins after being a quarterback coach. He's in the Super Bowl right now. Could we see that Kellen Moore maybe has a better football mind than actually football ability on the field? It's possible. Now, for everybody who says that, well, Dak Prescott regressed and he didn't do anything, but let's pump the brakes right here. Dak did regress, um, partially because of losing Zeke Elliott, offensive line, as well as defensive coordinators understanding what the Cowboys were doing. And between the middle of the season before through the first half until he got Amari Cooper, you could say that Dak Prescott was completely lost. But you look at the amount of completions. Dak was completing about 18 passes per game the first half of the season. By the end of the season, it was around 24 passes per game. So was that attributed to just Amari Cooper? Was it attributed to Kellen Moore actually coaching him better and teaching him things? I'm not a fly on the wall, so I can't tell you exactly why. But you have to admit that Dak did get better as the season went on. So that's where we stand right now. We'll be downtown at NFL Experience till probably about 3 or 4 o'clock today, doing a lot of great work at United Way. But remember, today, I believe 3 p.m. on the Eastern Coast is the last chance to enter the UnitedToWin.com, United number 2, win.com competition. And I'm going to tell you, you are never, ever in life going to have a better opportunity to go to the Super Bowl than with this contest. And the money is going to a great cause. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you guys downtown.